What if everything you believe about life is a lie? What if finding purpose is just a beautifully packaged illusion? A socially accepted myth designed not to enlighten us, but to distract us. We are taught that life has a destination, that happiness is earned through sacrifice, that meaning is out there, waiting for us, like a hidden treasure. All we have to do is keep climbing. But what if we're climbing a ladder leaned against a wall that leads nowhere? Albert Camus called this the absurd. It's neither a joke nor a paradox. It's the collision between our desperate need for meaning and a universe that answers only with silence. He wrote, "Man stands face to face with the irrational. He feels within him his longing for happiness and reason. The absurd is born of this confrontation. We want clarity. The universe gives us indifference. We want justice. It offers entropy. We want eternity. It gives us death. And yet, from the moment we open our eyes, we're taught to chase significance, to make our mark, to be remembered. But remembered by whom? For how long? Modern life only deepens the illusion. We curate perfect lives on social media. We don't do it for joy. We do it for proof. We consume endless streams of content. We consume it not to grow, rather to escape. We mistake busyness for meaning, achievement for worth, and noise for purpose. But underneath the layers of ambition and distraction, a quiet dread grows. It whispers in sleepless nights, in the post-party emptiness, in the quiet after scrolling. What if none of this truly matters? This is it isn't depression. This is it isn't hopelessness. This is clarity. And Camus didn't turn away from it. He walked directly into it. He didn't say life is meaningless. He said it has no inherent meaning. And that is not a curse. It's an invitation. Because when you stop looking for meaning in external things, status, followers, validation, divine plans, you begin to reclaim the freedom to create your own. Camus compared the absurd condition to staring into a cold, infinite sky and refusing to blink. No gods, no fate, no guaranteed answers. And yet, he found joy in that rebellion. The courage to live without appeal is the beginning of real freedom. Not the kind sold by marketing campaigns or spirituality trends, but the kind born from standing naked before the void and still choosing to dance. So let me ask you, if life truly has no meaning, what kind of life would you live? Not to impress, not to justify, but to simply feel alive. Would you still chase the same dreams? Would you still fear the same things? Or would you finally begin to live, not because life has meaning, but because you decided to give it one? Albert Camus didn't offer answers. He offered clarity. He didn't tell you how to live a meaningful life. He asked, what do you do when life offers no meaning at all? At the heart of his philosophy is a confrontation, a kind of existential standoff. On one side, the human desire for order, purpose, and logic. On the other, a universe that gives us none of it. We are creatures who ask why, but the world doesn't respond. This is the absurd. It's not a feeling. It's not despair. It's a condition, one we all live inside. Camus wrote, "The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world." He's not trying to depress you. He's describing the very thing you already feel, but never put into words. That creeping sense that no matter how much you achieve by love or post, it's never quite enough. Because deep down, you're still looking for something the world can't give you, a final, absolute answer. And that's the trap. So what do most of us do? We chase. We build routines. We pursue careers. We create systems. While it's not to explore life, it is to shield ourselves from its chaos. We hold on to beliefs we never question, goals we didn't choose, and values we inherited, not discovered. Camus called this philosophical resignation. While it's not in those exact words, it is in spirit. It's when we stop thinking and start pretending we already know. We trade truth for comfort. But Camus offered a third way, something rare, radical, and strangely joyful: lucid rebellion. While it's not rebellion against others, it is against illusion, a refusal to escape, a choice to live fully conscious in a world that owes you nothing. It means staring into the chaos and staying awake. And here's the paradox. When you stop demanding that life explain itself, you're finally free to live it. Camus believed that meaning is not something you find. It's something you build, moment by moment, breath by breath. In that sense, absurdism isn't pessimistic. It's liberating. Because nothing is sacred, but everything is possible. You're not bound by destiny. You're not trapped by cosmic rules. You're free to define your values, your joy, your path, even in the face of uncertainty. And maybe that's the most courageous thing a human can do: to live without guarantees, to love without promises, to create without need for recognition. Camus called this the absurd freedom, a life without appeal but full of depth. And in that space, between knowing nothing and choosing everything, we find something that looks a lot like peace. How do you stay happy when nothing means anything? It sounds like a contradiction, like laughing in the middle of a storm. But that's exactly what Albert Camus dared us to consider. We spend our lives chasing purpose, as if joy needs a reason to exist, as if we have to earn it through struggle, sacrifice, or success. Work hard, stay focused, follow your path. One day it'll all make sense. But what if it never does? Camus saw through that illusion. He flipped the question entirely. He didn't ask, "How can I be happy if life is meaningless?" He asked, "Why do I assume I need meaning to be happy at all?" That's the heart of the paradox. We think happiness must be justified. But the moment you stop searching for justification, you begin to feel something strange and powerful: freedom. Not the kind of freedom sold in ads or promised in self-help books, but the internal kind, the one that whispers, "You owe nothing to the universe, and it owes nothing to you." And somehow that makes joy more honest. Think about it. Why do children laugh for no reason? Why do we sing in the shower or dance when no one's watching? Because joy doesn't ask for purpose. It simply happens when we stop forcing it. If this resonated with you, sit with it. And if you feel like it, share your thoughts below. Subscribe not out of obligation, but because you're drawn to the questions we keep asking. Until next time, stay aware, stay human.